My neighbor lived next door to me for 3 years. I did not know his name. I did not know his story. He was quiet, always polite, always alone. Every morning I saw him leave early. Every night he came home late. No visitors, no laughter, just silence. Sometimes our eyes met in the hallway. He nodded. He said one sentence. "If someone hears this, please don't ignore it." My heart started beating faster. Why was he calling me? Then the message ended. I sat there, frozen. The room felt cold. I listened again, and again. Something was wrong, very wrong. I did not sleep that night. I nodded back. That was all. I thought he liked being alone. I thought he was fine. I was wrong. One night I came home tired. The building was quiet, too quiet. I sat on my bed. I took off my shoes. Then my phone rang. Unknown number. I stared at the screen. I did not answer. The ringing stopped. A few seconds later, I received a voicemail. I pressed play. At first, there was only breathing. Slow, heavy. Then a voice spoke. A familiar voice. My neighbor. He sounded tired, broken. The next morning, I woke up early. Too early. His voicemail was still in my head. His voice. His breathing. I checked my phone again. No new message. No missed calls. I stood up. I walked to the door. His apartment was right across from mine. I stood there for a long time. My hand hovered near the door. Should I knock? Was I overthinking? Maybe he was just tired. Maybe it meant nothing. I knocked. No answer. I knocked again. Louder. Nothing. The hallway felt empty. The air felt heavy. I leaned closer to the door. I listened. Silence. That silence scared me. I went downstairs. I asked the building manager. "Have you seen my neighbor?" I asked. He looked confused. "Which one?" "The quiet man, second floor." His face changed. "Oh," he said softly. "Him." My chest tightened. "What happened?" I asked. The manager looked down. "He didn't come to work today." That was all he said. I walked back upstairs slowly. Each step felt heavier than the last. I stood in front of the door again. I pressed my ear against it. Nothing. I remembered the voicemail. "Please don't ignore it." My hands started shaking. I called the emergency number. Minutes passed. Then more minutes. The hallway filled with voices, footsteps, radios. They opened the door. I stood behind them, afraid to look. Then I saw him. He was lying on the floor, still, quiet, just like he always was. Someone said something, but I didn't hear it. My ears were ringing. I realized something terrible. He did not call by mistake. He called because I was the only one close enough to hear him, and I almost ignored it. I did not sleep that night. Every time I closed my eyes, I heard his voice again. Soft, tired, almost gone. The next day, the hallway was quiet. Too quiet. His door was sealed. A small notice was taped to it. I stood there for a long time. I kept thinking, what if I had answered sooner? What if I had knocked earlier? What if I had listened more? I went back to my room. I sat on the bed. My phone was in my hand. I played the voicemail again. "I don't think I have much time." My chest hurt. He never complained, never asked for help, never made noise. He lived quietly, and he left quietly. Days passed. People moved on. The hallway filled with new sounds, new footsteps. But something was missing. One evening, I checked my mailbox. There was an envelope. No return name. Inside was a small note. Just one sentence. "Thank you for listening." My hands froze. Tears fell before I understood why. He knew. He knew someone heard him, even if it was late, even if it was not enough. That night, I realized something. Some people are not loud when they are hurting. Some cries are whispers. Some calls are easy to miss. Now, when my phone rings, I always answer. When someone speaks, I listen. Because sometimes, one voice, one moment, one response is everything.